Okay, so some of you might be in a situation where you've spent hours on your slideshow and you want to make sure that when you publish them, your slides look exactly the way you want them, with the fades, the fonts here, the outlines on the text, the shading on these little blue squares. Okay, so you want to just make sure everything looks exactly as you see it. Okay, so to do that, it takes several steps, and the basic fundamentals is that each of these elements are separate. You know, you have the text here, which we can move. Okay, you have text boxes, you have this fire. Okay, these are all separate images. And so what we want to do is turn this into one single image. And so what you're going to do, you're going to convert all the slides into photos. And so what you do is you go to File, Save as Pictures. The Windows version is Save as JPEGs. Either way, they both work. So we're going to say JPEG. That's the file format for photos. Okay, I'm going to make sure every slide is going to go. And we're going to go ahead and save it. Make sure you name your file. And it's going to save it. Okay, Windows will do a very similar operation. And so what you have now, you should have a folder, and in that folder you have all of your slides basically. Okay, and they've all just been converted to photographs, and they've all automatically been numbered for you. And so now what you want to do, you want to start a brand new presentation. So here's our brand new presentation here. I want to take this folder that we made, and basically we're going to manually add these photos to the slides. So let's keep making some slides here. This does take a bit of time, especially if you have a lot of slides that you're working with. I'm making sure my layout is blank. Okay, so we have to kind of manually go through here. Now, if you're using Windows, there's actually a feature called Insert Photo Album, and that will basically do everything I'm doing automatically. For some reason, the Mac version just doesn't have that feature. Okay, so just continuing this process here. Luckily, with the Mac version, everything just sort of slides right into place here. So, making sure I have a blank layout. And as you can see, I'm putting everything in. Now, why take this step? Well, because when we convert this to a Google Doc, all of our graphics will be intact. Okay, so it looks just like the other one. The difference though is I can't edit anything. See, it's all just one piece. Okay, but that will make sure all my graphics get imported properly. So you basically don't want to try anything like this until you know that your slides are exactly the way you want them. I'm going to go ahead and save. Thanks. Position. Okay, so go ahead and save it. Okay, the other advantage of going through these extra steps is you have a greatly reduced file size. I'll show you. This one is less, it's about half a meg, 654 kilobytes, while the original PowerPoint here is 3 times as big. So especially if you're working with lots of images, creating a sort of photo album of your slides greatly reduces space. Okay, so you go ahead and go through your normal way of uploading. So we're going to upload. We're going to select our brand new slide photo album there. Don't worry about converting anything because we can't make any changes anyway. And make sure you select the proper folder and start your upload. There it is. And let's take a look. And there it is. So look at, we have our font is intact, all our transitions, all the colors, the graphics, even the smart graphics we had onto the side. Okay, so everything is exactly as we designed it. Okay, so the problem is you can't make any changes. If you wanted to make changes, you would have to go back, all the way back to the original PowerPoint file and then save it as a photo again, and then go back to your photo album and replace that image with your new image. So, and then you have to re-upload it to Google Docs. So it's a lot of steps. So basically, don't even attempt this until you know that your slides are exactly the way you want them. But in the end, you'll have professional looking slides.